Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If I sound a little bit weird, it's because I'm getting over being sick, so just ignore my different voice. Anyway, I wanted to film this video because it has now been over a year since I got my treadmill, my under desk treadmill, and I also recently updated my desk so that now I have an actual official standing desk. Before I had a desk with a riser, so I literally had a normal desk, and I bought this riser that I put over the desk and I could lift it up for my computer to rise up. Get it? But now I have this actual desk, and what's so cool about it is that this one thing can already move up and down. Before, even though it was convenient to have the riser, it wasn't the end of the world, it was still annoying because I just wish that I could just stand up and down, because with the desk, when I was standing, sometimes, and by sometimes I mean more than it should have happened, I ended up hitting my knee a few times, and so I would end up with a lot of bruises on my leg, and that was not fun. But now with this one, it's so much easier because nothing is in the way. There's the treadmill, and then the desk is right here, and it has these two levels so that I can have my keyboard and my mouse here, and then the laptop is on the second level, so to speak, which allows for these drawers, which is super cool because then I can keep things in there. And it has two of them, so it has one on the left and then one on the right side, and then it has this gap in between where I actually have been keeping my notebooks and journals and stuff. And then I still have my laptop on this mini riser, which honestly it helps even more, but I could still move this up higher if I wanted to. It also comes with these hangers on the side, so I actually hang my headphones there sometimes. And then here is the controller so that I can move it up and down, and you can actually set it to have 4 different settings. So right now I have it in 42.4, and so if I want it, I can still go a little bit higher, and you can see there how it moves slowly. But if I want to bring it back down to 42.4, which is the one that I keep it at, I just press 1 and it slowly goes down on its own until it comes back down. And in order to set that up, you literally just adjust it to the height that you want, and then you just press the number so that it becomes an actual setting, and that's it. I would say the only downside to this desk is that it is still an affordable desk, so it's not the greatest quality. So it does move a little bit. I think you can kind of see it there. So when I'm walking and I'm typing, sometimes my hands are just moving stuff. I'll be typing here and I'm somewhat moving. And so then the desk will move, it will shift a little bit, which sometimes gets a little bit annoying, but I mean, it's not the end of the world though. It's just not as sturdy as it could be. But other than that, it definitely gets the job done. I can still go a lot higher or lower if I needed to. If I wanted to sit down, I can definitely just lower the desk and then sit down. Or if I was a taller person, I can still go a little bit higher. Now, in terms of the treadmill, it's still working perfectly fine. About every 3 months or so, I use this oil thingy that came with it when I bought it, and I just oil the sides, and you'll just know that you need to oil it when it starts making a noise when you turn it on. It'll literally sound like it's rubbing against something, and you'll be like, okay, that's definitely that sound. So then I just literally oil it on the sides, and then that's it. But it still works perfectly fine. I typically use it in about 1.2 speed, just because it's the speed that I can walk at and then still work. Because the most commonly asked question that I get is, do you really not trip while you work? And I'm like, no, I can walk and work at the same time. You'll start getting the hang of it very quickly, and you just go at a speed that obviously is not going to make you trip or anything like that. But just to show you the treadmill, here it is, and then this is the remote that it comes with. But to turn it on, you have to do it actually from the back, and it makes this weird noise that I still cannot figure out what it says other than power on.
Power on. Bluetooth mode.
To press it on, you literally just press the power button. You can mute it here. So there's a mute button so that you don't hear anything, which I prefer that because it can be quite loud and annoying sometimes. And I literally will just walk. I can increase the speed with this top button, and decrease with the bottom one. And to stop it, you just press the power button again, and there it is. Still works great. Luckily has not had any issues. I'm knocking wood, but truly it has been a great treadmill. It was pretty affordable and it has worked just fine. It's super easy to move, when I'm vacuuming and everything, it's super easy to move away. I very rarely sit anymore. I could still move it and then bring the desk down and sit down if I wanted to, but at this point I basically either I'm walking and working or standing and working. But honestly, I'm very pleased with the purchase. It's helped me so much get so many steps in. Now I'm able to actually stay active. I mentioned this in my first video when I first did this setup, and I was having a lot of back pains and things like that, and now after I started walking daily, the back pain has minimized. I feel like I actually have more energy and I actually get more stuff done. Other people always ask me are you more tired? Are you more hungry? Things like that. And Not at all. I honestly feel like I have more energy. Am I more hungry? I don't know. I don't think so. I also feel like it prevents me from just mindless snacking because I'm actually doing things instead of before. Sometimes I would work from the couch and I would just like sit there and have easy access to food there, so I would just start snacking, whereas now I feel like I'm focused on walking and working and I'm not really thinking about that. And I also frequently get asked like how much do I walk, and it honestly like totally depends on the day, the energy levels that I have, all that stuff, but I would say I get very close to 10,000 steps every day when I'm walking on this. So that's not necessarily my goal. My goal is to go to at least like 8,000 steps, but I typically end up just getting to 10,000 steps easily. And before I forget, I still use this band. So this is the band that I put around my ankle and then I put my watch on it. So I basically, instead of using my regular watch band and on my wrist, I take it off and I put this band around it and I put it on my ankle so that it actually tracks my steps. Because when I'm standing here and working or walking and working, because my hands or my arms are staying still, then I wasn't tracking any steps. Like it would track probably like a tenth of the actual steps. So by putting it on my ankle, I'm actually able to track the steps because my hand is not staying still, and so like that was preventing it from tracking. But with this on my ankle, I'm able to actually track the steps, and then that's how I know how many steps I'm actually getting. I also have my Oura ring, which I can definitely tell the difference between when I keep my Apple Watch on my ankle and my Oura ring on my finger, because obviously like also I'm typing, so like my hand is pretty, you know, still, and so I'll get like 8,000 steps on my watch and then my Oura ring will be like 4,000. So definitely can tell the difference, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm using this one to track the steps. This one I use mainly for sleep and just knowing my readiness score and stuff like that. Anyway, that is my brief update on my treadmill and my new desk. I do feel like updating to a standing, like an actual standing desk was the best idea. The reason why I didn't do it from the beginning is because I had very recently bought that desk, and so like the original desk that I had, and so I ended up just buying a riser so that I didn't get rid of the desk right away. But the riser ended up breaking, and so I was like, might as well just actually upgrade to a desk. And I do really think that this was the best move. And the treadmill still works as expected, and so I'm very, very happy with it as well, and I'm gonna continue using it and hope that it lasts for a lot longer. Anyway, I'll leave a link to this standing desk and the treadmill in the description in case you would like to shop. But if you have any questions on either of these or anything else that you wanna know, just leave that in the comment section. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give it a like, a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.